Alright. Hello guys, we just got back from Micro Center. We got my next computer piece, which is hiding behind me right now. This round, for part 4 of my computer build, we're going to be hooking up the power supply, and that should at least give me enough, even without RAM, to get me to turn on the machine so that I can show you all the fans and stuff. So that's a little bit extra for this one. But this one is the Antec, I believe. Yeah, Antec, 900 watt. Unfortunately, this is not the modular one, but at 900 watts, I'm not really worried about that. But let's go ahead and open this up just to show you. This one's power supplies are usually very simple. So, let's see here. Here's my knife. Get all the shrink wrap off. Set to the side. Alright. And just to go over some of the features that it lists on the box. It's 900 watt, of course, ATX, 12 volt. It says continuous power, 135 millimeter fan, 88% max efficiency. It's got a circuit shield, industrial grade protection, stuff like that. And low voltage fan control, so it kind of keeps it where it needs to be with minimum power usage. So, let's see what we got here. Books. We've got the product overview and the warranty, so features and stuff. And then we've got all these cables here. I'm going to pull this out. Ooh, lots and lots of cables. And it even comes in its own little cloth case, which is kind of cool. It's got a little Velcro strap here. Kind of open it up. That is kind of cool, actually. So there's the power supply itself, right there. It's got this nice little shield here. It's kind of cool. And then we've also got power cable, which I'm going to be plugging in here in a little bit. And screws specifically for this is going to go into the back to hold it there. And that looks like about it. Yep, so we're done with that. Now the idea on this is to get the fan on the outside of the case so that it draws in as much as possible. For this one, because I've got the filter on the bottom, we're going to be placing it fan down. I think. We'll see. So let's get this case off. Set that to the side. And bring you guys in closer so you can see what I'm doing. Might need more light over here, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Alright. Actually, I've got light. Alright. So, set that right there. So we're going to put ours right here. We might have to scoot this back. Yeah, we will have to move this. So, we need my screwdriver set. Looks like there's 2 screws holding this thing in. So we'll put this in once we get the power supply actually mounted, so that we know where to put it, because there's multiple holes here, so we can kind of slide it along. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there was some loudness going on outside, so we had to shut the door. Okay, so there's that piece. We'll worry about that in a minute. But, let's see here. We're going to need to lift these up a little bit. Just gonna set this right in here. Okay. We're going to need to do some adjusting. There goes my phone. So if you've seen my last video, you know that I took the USB port from my water cooler up through here, which apparently is not going to work. So we're going to adjust that real quick. If I can get this off. There we go. I seem to have gotten a message on my phone. We're going to move this to over here, right back where it was. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, and the USB header came loose again. That one likes to come loose. Doesn't have any kind of locking mechanism, so we'll have to be real careful on that one. But, and there goes my phone again. Oh, well, shit.
Crack it?
Yes, again.
Great. Why don't we grab the lamp from over there, take it right there, put it there, so you...
If you want to do that while I'm working.
Can see that.
I'm going to try and get my USB plugged there again. Alright. There we go. So, once we get that set in there, and he comes over here with this lamp,
I'm working on it.
because I'm going to need his help.
Almost through mounting the cables.
Okay, now you guys can see better. So what I'm going to have my boyfriend do is put his fingers right under there so that it holds this up flush. While I get back here and get all these screws in. Okay. 1. 2. 3. And there's the final one. Okay. So what this case does apparently, which I kind of like it, is it lifts up the power supply a little bit so that there's some airflow under there so the fan can get to it. Not many cases do that. Let's see, what do we got? There's my multi-tool. Actually, baby, there's some scissors somewhere around here. There we go. Take these scissors and we're going to go in here and snip these cable ties. I have plenty more, so that we can pull these out and I can show you what they look like for those who don't know what power connector goes where. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. We've got plenty of SATA power, which looks like that. Here, there you go. We've got some Molex, which are usually for older hard drives, for floppy drives, different things like that. There's also a special one in here somewhere, most likely for the for a floppy, which I'm not going to be using. There's more SATA power. We got, this is for auxiliary stuff. This one's going to be specifically for any video cards, but it has 2 of them. So I'll be able to, oh, it looks like it has more. I'll show you here in a minute. There's some more Molex. That's going to be for the motherboard, and it's got the extra 4-pin there. More SATA power. Okay, so it looks like it's got a total of, let's see, what's this one? Okay, so this is going to be for other extra CPU if it needs it. And this one is 2 more for the PCIe, which is nice. So, we're going to go ahead and, first of all, the most important one is this one. Because this one is the main power, which it looks like is going to use all of them, including the extra 8. Now the cool things about these is you can't really see it, but each one of these has like a different shape. So they only go in one way. Pop it in and then it will click. There we go. There, so power is connected. Oh, and of course this gets caught. There we go. So, next thing we want to do, it does need the extra CPU one, which I believe is right here. And it looks like it's going to use all of these. So, I'm going to put it in. Okay, it splits, so we're going to put it in one side at a time. Go. So there's for the CPU, the processor. Alright, let's see what else we need. Oops, sorry. We got that. Oh, let's go ahead and grab one of these SATA ones so that we can go ahead and get the cooler running. There we go. So there's that. Let's make sure these are all going to sit in here properly. Okay, so it looks like everything is in there okay. I don't see anything else that's going to need power yet. The video cards are going to be using one of these. I'm going to use the same one for both of them just because it's easier. Cable management will be easier. I don't see anything else really it's going to work yet. Let's see here. And of course, this will all depend on if I can use the same one. Depend on where I have to put my video cards and how far apart they are, and we won't be able to really tell if it's going to work until we get the video cards in there. I mean, I could go through and do some measuring, but not going to worry about it yet. So yeah, we're pretty much done hooking everything up. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and power it on so we can see lights and stuff. So I'm going to move you back. I'm going to get the case on and get everything taken care of. So lamp goes over here. You gotta stuff all these innards back in. Sorry, that was the other side of the case. Oh, one thing I did forget to do is put this back in. And it looks like it's actually a spacer for the power supply to hold it up, which I like. There we go. Da-da-da-da. It's right back here, maybe. There it is. If you've got the tools to do a job, use the tools. I know you guys can't see a lot right now, but what I'm doing is one of these screws for that spacer is way back in here in the back, and the cables for the power supply are getting in the way. There we go. So that one's in there. There we go. So the spacer's in there. That'll hold the power supply up so it won't get any warping or anything like that, which is always a good thing. A warped case is never fun. So now we're going to take all these innards that we don't need right now. We're going to kind of stuff them in the bottom here. Some of them we're going to end up running through to the other side for hard drives and all that. Let's get this back one on first. Now, while I could get into the BIOS when I turn this on, if I had a keyboard, a monitor, or a mouse hooked up to it, I'm not going to at this moment, just because I don't want to have to deal with configuring it all. But we'll at least be able to make sure all the, as far as fans and everything go, all those power things are hooked up right, and all the other connections for a lot of the hardware. Okay. And what I may end up doing, if I like these color shift fans, I may order more from Thermaltake so that I can put one here. There we go. All right. Now for the fun part. Once I do get this turned on, I'll take the camera off the stand and kind of go around and show you. Cable goes here. Plug it in over here. All right. Make sure that power supply switch is on. Ooh, I heard it do stuff. And here we go. Oh wait, baby. You want to be here?
For what?
I'm about to turn it on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right, it sounds like everything powered up. Of course, we get an error. Fans are running, but it won't let me do any of the LEDs yet. Now, if we can, one thing you can look at. Yes, I know it's beeping. There it goes. One thing you can look at up here. So that's the pump. Oh, let me zoom, but that's the pump on the CPU for the water cooler. I don't see any other lights right now, but that doesn't mean there aren't going to be any. It does give me that light, so it is getting power. All the fans seem to be working. So at this point, we just got to wait until we get RAM. I don't think it's going to do any of my fan lights until then. But that is the unboxing. Everything else for the power supply, and it does work. So now we just gotta wait for the rest of it. See you next time.